Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight for our special program. Whose country is it anyway? I love this title. I'm Michelle Meow, and I'm going to serve as your moderator this evening. I'm a member of the Board of Governors for the Commonwealth Club, and I also have a program here at the club. Tonight is a special evening. It's one of our first programs in terms of a co-production between World Affairs and the Commonwealth Club. I can't say too much, but there's more news coming in which there are going to be plenty more programs coming up with World Affairs. Our big two performers tonight, I heard the rehearsals and all I can tell you is that you're in for a big, major treat. Miko Marks and Tukta Topline. Our first performer, Tukta, she's a Malam singer. Malam in northeast Thailand or the countryside is considered country folk. She has performed for hundreds of thousands of people and also for Thai royalty at some point. She started her career at 12 years old and has become one of the most recognized voices for Thai country folk music. And so let's welcome Tukta and her locally formed band. We have Pitan, who's going to play the can for you, which is a Thai flute. And we have Pisam, who is going to play the pin, which is a Thai guitar. And then we also have Pinui, who plays the gong nyao, which is a long drum. So let's welcome Tukta and the band.
Hi everyone. I'm so excited and so honored to be here. Thank you for being here with me. I feel so warm and I bring all my team from Isan side to show you how beautiful Malam is today. And start from Sam and Tan and Pinui. Yes, we're gonna show you today how proud Malam is. งานพระเจ้าใหญ่เดินควงผู้สาวแก้มใสไหวพระเจ้าใหญ่ขอใจช่างดำขอความช้ำใจเมื่อนั่งมองให้ริมสายนาทีพ่อหนุ่มชุมพลบุรีลืมสาวจนคนบุรีรัมย์เลิกเชื่อแล้วชายหนุ่มเมืองช้างใหญ่เพราะอายลืมคำตัวสาวเมืองบุรีรัมย์มานั่งใจช้ำที่ลำนา Thank you. The first song is Thank you so much, people. Thank you for all my family, my friend, and everyone to join us tonight. It's not only me, we have a big star coming up too, and I'm so excited. And thank you for a beautiful flower. I gonna put it back here first. Oh, thank you so much. Oh. I'm not a good talking, but my wife is. All right, next song is about broken heart again. I sing this when I was young, but I'm not understand what the broken heart is. But I try to into that song. สาวลำตะคองยังคอย Oh, thank you. เตรียมไว้รอเหนื่อยก็พอมีที่พักพิงเพียงอายทำเป็นเช่นคนไม่คุ้นไม่เคยหรือมีสาวคอยกบเกยเอาไว้แนบบอกจึงบอกมาทำค่าเลยป่าให้โซน้ำตาของคอยอายแรงๆน้ำรถแห้งเลยตามมาอยู่หน่วยลงรออายผู้เดียวรถและเลี้ยวมาจอดพักคุยกันเบิ่งจุดจีวันมันแต่นางบ่มีอายได้แต่แนมนอทางอายเฮ้ยเฮ้ย Thank you. Thank you for your support. May I have more music and more echo a little bit for our next song. All right, next song, I come back for music. Thank you so much, Pituki. Yeah, to support marriage equality in Thailand, and I want Thai people to learn about equal rights. So we are all equal.คนหมู่เฮาเท่าเทียมใดหักกันไว้เด้อหมู่เฮาแล้วเป็นแบบนี้มาแต่กกแต่เขาเกิดมาต่างบ่คือไผภูมิใจหลายที่ตัวฉันเป็นเจ้าของกับพ่อแล้วกับพ่อแล้วmyself is enough. ฉันไม่ได้ผิดที่เกิดมาเป็นแบบของตัวเองจะใช้ความคิดของเองมาตัดสินค่าชีวิตฉันทุกคนเท่าเทียมกันแล้วชอบคนละแนวอย่าบูลลี่กันมองโลกให้มีสีสันเป็นปัจจุบันที่รักกันได้เราไม่เหมือนคนอื่นอย่าฝืนใจให้ทรมานแบบไหนก็เป็นแบบนั้นเข้าใจกันรักฉันได้ไหมความงามอยู่ในตัวคนแสดงตนแล้วมีสุขใจไม่จำเป็นที่ต้องเหมือนใครจงภูมิใจที่เราเป็นเราคำคนเขาเอาให้ยามินเฮาต้องก้าวคำคนเขาเอาให้ยามินผู้ได้ยินก็เคยไปทั้งใจนั้นอยากคมอย่าเป็นอารมณ์คนเขาชื่นชมรักเราก็มาอย่าเอาคำคนมาคิดหนักให้ค่อยๆขอเป็นแรงใจต่างที่ใจรักก็เข้าใจให้ตรงกันได้ไม่มีปัญหาอะไรถ้ามองให้ทุกคนเข้ากันเอาความกดดันโยนทิ้งไปให้อิสระตัวตนทุกคนมีค่าดึงออกมาทำตามความฝันชีวิตของเราใจของเราเลือกทางสร้างสรรค์ถามใจตัวเองแล้วกันอย่างยืนยันใน ความเป็นเราฟังเอาไว้เขาเป็นแนวใดก็มีใจคือหมูฟังเอาไว้เขาเป็นแนวใดก็มีใจคือหมูก็ไปสู้กันวันข้างหน้าปัญหานั้นอย่าหวั่นไหวเพิ่มแรงใจก้าวต่อไปด้วยพลังบวกเอาที่ทุกคนสะดวกยืนเคียงข้างเป็นกำลังใจฝากบทเพลงนี้ให้ทุกคนได้ปรีสไตล์ไม่มีอะไรเสียหายเพียงหลากหลายก็ใจเดียวกันเลยหักกันแล้วแพ้กันเด้อเจ้าหักกันแล้วแพ้กันเด้อเจ้าสังคมเฮาจังสิน่าอยู่เป็นแรงใจให้ช่วยกันดันอยู่ไปหน้าแม่นบ่ถอยโลกใจจอยทะรักกันทุกทางสานสัมพันธ์เท่าเทียมกันได้ปัญหาน้อยใหญ่ที่มากันให้คนกันบ่มีแล้วบ่มีแล้วละนะเอาป้อนนี่แม่ข่อยป้อนทีหลังเขาเอิดมาแม่ยมนะขอบคุณค่ะ Today I bring my hometown here. That is called Pin, and this one called Can, and that is called Gong Yao. It's long term. Yeah, Isan Kita is like look beautiful and the sound so classic. And now we're gonna listen to the can. Yeah, we used it for go to the lady house, and the guy will play this to make her fall in love with him. So who don't know how to play this, like, maybe don't have a wife. And this one look longer. It's the drum from my hometown. Thank you อาจารย์หนุ่ยค่ะ All right, my wife helped me to bring me back to the music for this song. Love is love, แค่หยังเฮาฮักกัน บ่ต้องถามว่ารักด้วยเหตุผลใดรู้แต่ว่าใจมันให้เธอหมดแล้วก้าวข้ามเงื่อนไขบ่ปีการจักแล้วได้หักแล้วบ่อยากไปใส่ใกล้ตาแค่ยังน้ำภาษาคำคนเมาความคือเขาเอาต่างๆนานาเรื่องเฮาสองคนแล้วแต่ไผสิว่าเราสำคัญกว่าอย่าสนใจตาใครมองมีอย่างของเก็บในใจก็ผ่านมีอย่างของประคองกันก็ผ่านคงคือด่านคนมีทั่วทุกด้านทุกด้านคงหามไปพอฟังใจต่อตั้งมีแต่หากเขาสองไปสิมองได้อย่าสนใจเลยเจ้ารักของสองเราอย่าเอาคำเขาใส่ใจรักก็คือรักง่ายแม้ใครจะมองต่างๆนานาเลื่อนขีดของผิดวัฒนธรรมเพิ่นว่าช่างเขาเถิดนะความรักนั้นมาจากใจจะเพศใน อบคุณค่ะ thank you so much and the last song we are oh no pride is power เราจะเป็นพลังให้กันเธอคือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของโลกใบนี้จะไม่โดดเดี่ยวเดียวดายหากเราทำสิ่งที่ดีจะมีพวกเราจับมือก้าวไปอย่าเก็บมาคิดให้ชีวิตแย่ลงสิ่งไม่พึงประสงค์เปลี่ยนมาเป็นพลังหากว่าโลกใบนี้สร้างให้เรามาเหมือนกันคงไม่จำเป็นต้องมีความฝันให้วุ่นวายอยู่อย่างมีพลังบนหนทางที่ท้าทายยิ่งเจอปัญหาเท่าไรยิ่งมีภูมิต้านทานอย่าท้อใจไปเลยหากไม่ท้อต้องมีสักวันจับมือเดินไปด้วยกันย่อมเป็นไปได้เสมอ Pride is power เราจะเป็นพลังให้กันเธอคือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของโลกใบนี้จะไม่โดดเดี่ยวเดียวดายหากเราทำสิ่งที่ดีจะมีพวกเราจับมือก้าวไป Pride is power คือพลังของความภูมิใจขับเคลื่อนโลกนี้ทั้งใบให้มันน่าอยู่คือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของยอดนักสู้ความแตกต่างคือพลังที่สวยงามในตัวเองจับมือเดินไปด้วยกันย่อมเป็นไปได้เสมอ Pride is power เราจะเป็นพลังให้กันเธอคือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของโลกใบนี้จะไม่โดดเดี่ยวเดียวดายหากเราทำสิ่งที่ดีจะมีพวกเราจับมือก้าวไป Pride is power คือพลังของความภูมิใจขับเคลื่อนโลกนี้ทั้งใบให้มันน่าอยู่คือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของยอดนักสู้ความแตกต่างคือพลังที่สวยงาม Pride is power เราจะเป็นพลังให้กันเธอคือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของโลกใบนี้จะไม่โดดเดี่ยวเดียวดายหากเราทำสิ่งที่ดีจะมีพวกเราจับมือก้าวไป Pride is power คือพลังของความภูมิใจขับเคลื่อนโลกนี้ทั้งใบให้มันน่าอยู่คือพลังสร้างสรรค์ของยอดนักสู้ความแตกต่างคือพลังที่สวยงามในตัวเองThank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. Malam is a form of country and folk music from Thailand. And if you could see, there are folks getting up, getting jiggy and, wiggling around. We encourage that all night long. We have more to come, conversations, and another performance by Miko Marks. I want to give special thanks to a couple folks who are in this room right now, especially a foundation that just started called The Bamboo. And there's a big Thai conference that is going to happen here, and they're gathering the Thai American community together. And, that is what San Francisco is about. We bring people together, no matter who we are, what our background is, and, all that it is about is that love, and we move forward. So with that being said, I mentioned earlier that tonight would not be possible without the support of the San Francisco Human Rights Commission. I'd like to bring up, in attendance tonight, we're so lucky and honored to have the director of the San Francisco Human Rights Commission. Let's welcome Director Cheryl Davis.
Good evening. I mean, come on, after that performance, there ought to be more energy in here right now. Good evening. I am like dancing in my seat. I almost came up here, but I'm not that good a dancer, so I wasn't going to do that. Just give another round of applause, not just for the performances, but for this space tonight. Isn't this a beautiful thing? On what is the 120th year of the Commonwealth Club, tonight begins a new historical moment in terms of the work that is being done and that's being collectively done. So I want to also just give a shout out to Michelle for her vision and her innovation in this space. Give it up for Michelle Meow. And tonight is historic just in the sense that it's one of the first programs with the World Affairs Council and the Commonwealth Club. Yeah, woo, yes. And an opportunity to come together in music and culture and to have these exchanges, but also to have the conversation about what it means and whose country. I love the phrase that we have there and just the exploration of that work. The Human Rights Commission is glad to be supporting this effort, and we just think that music, I am one of my favorite poets and authors is Maya Angelou, and this sitting here tonight made me think about a line that she has from The Caged Bird, Why the Caged Bird Sings. And she says, "The caged bird sings on a distant hill of things unknown but longed for still. The caged bird sings of freedom." And I think music gives us the ability to be free, to kind of experience life, but to also experience culture. So I am so grateful that we are able to support, but more grateful that you all are here and that we are able to enjoy the diversity of culture, the diversity of music, and just the diversity of our experiences. So thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you so much, San Francisco Human Rights Commission and Director Cheryl Davis and the entire commission here in San Francisco. It's leaders like these that make our community stronger together. All right, who's ready for the next portion of our evening? Yes. Don't forget, we have incredible food. There's a reception, so stick around for that. And then there is our grand performance by Miko Marks that's coming up. For now, we are going to have a conversation about the importance of music, reclaiming music for ourselves as artists, as people of color, as immigrants, as LGBTQ, as people of color. I'm going to say it again. Music is for everyone. And so let me introduce to you, sorry, I'm holding this. This is the life of a producer. I get to make sure that every wire and everything is accounted for. All right, we're ready for the next portion of our program here. Let me introduce you to our moderator first and foremost. She is a producer of Right Nowish, which is a podcast for KQED, and also is a reporter, Marisol. And she will be with us to be in conversation with both of our performers. Miko Marks, as I had mentioned earlier, our performer who's going to be for the second half, who has blended folk, Americana, country, even gospel all at once. But she's back with music that is totally hers and super authentic. You just heard from Tukta, who also has come back to music as a Malum singer, reclaiming it as her own. And also now advocating for LGBTQIA plus rights and equal rights. Let's welcome all to the stage for their conversation.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here with us tonight on a Monday. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here on a Monday. So we just heard Tukta perform before this combo we're about to have, and then after we'll have Miko Marks perform. But in between, we're gonna have a conversation amongst all three of us to kind of elaborate on what you did hear and then what you will hear. So, first question, and this is for both of you. Though you two were born thousands of miles apart, something about these genres that we call country music resonates with you. Can you share what continues to draw you to this type of music?
Do you mind if I gonna read my script because in English, I don't know if I really speak and you understand. Since I can remember, Molam was everywhere in my life. My parents are Christian pastor, and so I grew up in their church singing. They know I had a listen, and so I start to sing for money. To be a Molam star where I am from means you can take care of your family. I grew up poor like so many families. In my country, we call Isan Sai. When I think about country, I think about buffalo, a farm, or hard worker people, sticky rice, papaya salad, and padek, of course. And one thing I also think about inequity a lot.
We'll talk about the inequity part later on in this conversation, but for now, Miko.
Hi, everyone. Really good to be here. Ever since I was a little girl, it wasn't really something that I thought of as a genre, country music or country. My family was rooted and grounded in Mississippi and Tennessee, and we came up north to Michigan for the automotive industry jobs. And so when we did that, the music that my grandmother grew up, my great-grandmother, my grandfather, the music that they grew up on, I guess would be considered country. But to me, it was just an extension of myself because it was being represented to me since I was a little girl as myself. So I kind of just didn't even really think about it too much. I just loved the music. I loved the stories. It's what I was exposed to at an early age. And so I'm still kind of baffled about when people say, why country music, as if it doesn't belong to me. I feel like Black music is rooted and grounded in country, blues, gospel, all these genres that they put in boxes. Country is a part of my box, and it's just been that way. So I'm always detached when people say to me, why did you pick country, or what made you get into country, as if they don't know the history of the banjo being an African instrument, us in the choirs and the spirituals and the singers and the fiddle players who taught white Americans how to play the instruments, exposed them to the style of music. So that me being country feels it's a part of me, and I'm just not country only, but that's definitely a real piece of my history and of my fabric that I'm woven with.
Thanks for sharing. I mean, I really resonate to that because my alias is Spaghetti Vaquera, which translates to spaghetti cowgirl. And I've gotten questions like, why do you call yourself that? And I don't think people realize that some of the first cowboys and cowgirls were Mexicanos, yes. Vaqueros, vaqueras in California, specifically. And that was a history my mother made me very aware of at a very young age. you might see Western movies as only white men versus brown people, the Indians, but there was also Mexicanos in that time period, and they were vaqueros. Yeah. So that just brought that up for me.
The Native American.
Yes.
The originals. Yes.
Tukta, for you, you started singing at 12 years old as the child of lime farmers in rural Thailand. Your career brought you to so many places, including performing for Thai royalty. Can you talk about what Malam meant to people at the time? Why is the genre so magnetic?
Oh yeah, Malam is a traditional style of music that tells story about our life. It can be mix of comedy, singing, and even like at opera. Malam sing almost like religious. We sing when there is a birthday, funeral, holiday. We sing for everything. It is so important to our culture. The whole family goes to Malam show, and so it brings everyone together. Not only is about our culture as Thai people, but it's also about our history.
And Tukta, amid all your success, why did you decide to temporarily walk away from making music?
It's really hard part to explain to, because sometimes I still feel hurt or still dreaming about wake up and makeup on, and yeah, maybe one day my wife will write the book for me too sometime. I started singing when I was so young. I felt like I missed out on normal life. Malam life very hard, and you start at 9 at night until 7 in the morning every day. I keep doing that for 8 months every year, going around, moving around, and we use 4 months to practicing for a next show for next year. And it is very toxic place. I don't think for a child, I don't trust anyone. It was homesick for me. I feel lonely, and it was unsafe for a young girl like me to be around the older man than me and another people who did bad things. It's too hard, yeah, like I still keep dreaming about that. Wake up and make up and dancing some night. I call that is my nightmare. When I got to America, I really felt like I could be normal again, eating pizza, gaining weight. Don't get up, don't dress up, and I don't have to care anymore. Thank you.
And Miko, you like Tukta, you have this similar arc where you did music and then you took a break. Can we talk about your story? What was your initial experience within country music industry? And at the time, how inclusive did that world seem?
Let's see. I started actually writing what people considered, or who I let hear my songs, back when I was in college. I was at Grambling State University in Louisiana, and I had wrote my first country song, but I wasn't trying to. It was just a song that I wrote, and it was called Find My Way Home. And it was about what I was doing, finding myself, like, where am I gonna land, where I'm gonna live, be. And so I met my husband down there, and he happened to be from California. And I was just like, take me with you. And he brought me out here, and I worked a 9 to 5 in early 2000s. But then he was like, quit your job. He was like, we're gonna make you a demo, and you're gonna put your songs out. We're gonna make a 3-song demo, and we're gonna shop it. And so I wasn't really pursuing a music career, but I was given the opportunity to do it. And so I was just young, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, like, let's go to Nashville and record these records. And I did that. And I just was so idealistic about if you have a talent, everything's gonna work out. You know, I didn't know about all these other things that fall into play, racism, sexism, all the things that keep you shut out, you know. So it just took the wind out of myself. So I was not received well in Nashville. I can recall meeting with a big label, like a big label. My hopes are high. But they brought me in this meeting just to tell me I wouldn't sell, you know, just to tell me the music is good, but you wouldn't sell. Well, then why take the meeting? This is me. Why you take the meeting if I wasn't going to sell? We could have, like, not even done this. But there was a humiliation piece that had to take place, I think. They had to, like, really hone into me, like, you'll never make it in this town. And so I was discouraged. I was just, like, really hurt by that, you know. So it caused me to not record any more music. After that happened to me, I was just like, well, I'll just sing for myself. And I still performed because there's something inside of me that has to sing, even if it's like in the BART station on a morning at 8 o'clock a.m. when you're going to work. I'm out there singing. And so I found ways to, you know, get my essence out, you know. But fast forward, I took a 14-year break from recording music. And pre-COVID, like about November, I hit one of my friends, and you'll meet him later. I was like, Justin, we need to make some music, play. We need to jam. We need to get out there and let's do something. He was like, well, I started a record label. It was called Red Tone Records. And I wrote a song called Good Night America. Can I send it to you? He sent me Good Night America, and that song floored me because it talked about America's wrongs and how they treated, you know, like really asking America to acknowledge its wrongs and put them to rest. So the song is like a lullaby, and I cried the first time I heard that song. And that's the song that got me back to recording in this way, you know. And it was meant to be that song. It was meant to be that time. And so that's why I picked back up.
Thanks for sharing. Because we've talked before, I know a little bit of your backstory, and I know at the HBCU you went to, Erykah Badu was your peer.
Yes.
I guess I'm curious, like, when you were going through this letdown of country, like, did you have any allies or peers you could, like, confide in about, like, I'm trying to do this thing, but I'm not getting the reception I want?
Oh, absolutely. I've had people like Erykah really encourage me and just tell me, you know, Miko, it's a business. And, you know, a lot of time I romanticize music because I'm all in my emotions and the spirit around it. But she's like, it's a business, and, you know, just keep working. Your time will come. I've received a lot of encouragement, but I've also received a lot of discouragement. Why don't you do something else? Why don't you pick another genre that you can, you know, that you know you'll excel in? You know, so basically being asked to change my true identity and what I wanted to do to fit a mold. So there's been encouragement, and she texted me today. She is very encouraging. We remain good friends, and she's really proud of me because I'm 51 on the stage, and, you know, sometimes it doesn't happen when you want it to happen. It happens when it's supposed to happen.
Thanks for that. Tukta, I want to go back to you. When you came back out of your retirement, you said that you were inspired by young queer activists fighting for rights back home in Thailand. Can you say more about this and what triggered your decision to get back into music?
Yeah, when I went back to Thailand after COVID, and I met young LGBT activists, Bangkok Pride stopped for 16 years. because of politics. The young people were not scared and they bring back pride. They are so brave. I learned so much from them. I learned so much about why the law to protect LGBT is so important. I know that using Molam could bring people together for equal right. So I walked into my boss' office after many, many years. We never talked. And I just told him, I want to do it. And he said, yes.
Nice. Each of you have songs that are really emblematic of your return to the stage. For you, Miko, it's Good Night America, which you talked about. And then for you, Tukta, it's Love is Love. Can you each talk about what these songs mean to you?
This Love is Love. The song means so much for me and for my country. Actually, I changed the history. No one sing Molam about that because kind of like really wrong for our culture. You're supposed to marry to be a straight or good girl or good boy. If you marry, if I married a man, it means I follow the culture. My parents will be proud. So, but the song changing people' minds so much and open people so much to telling how different love but still beautiful because their own generation, sometimes they misunderstand young people and they're not really connect to each other. And so I use that song to fight or soft power to make more understand and telling how beautiful love is. So no matter what.
Yeah. Beautiful. And Miko, how about you? If you want to elaborate.
Good Night America, when you hear the title, sometimes it can be off-putting, like, what are you saying? Like, Good Night America, like, it's not to put our country down. I love this country. It's about acknowledging the wrongs that America has done to the people, and it's a lullaby that's to ask that we all put those things to rest, and build anew. It's actually an inspirational song to look in the mirror and then change it. It's about social change, social justice. And I don't know that, when I started out, I would have the courage to do a song like Good Night America. I was too scared and too worried about what other people think. I was in my late 20s, early 30s. So I was really I don't think I would have been able to do that song, back then. But you fast forward and you get a little wisdom, get a little life under your belt, and get a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of just living, So I felt like it was imperative that I do that song. It meant that I was leaving a mark after I'm gone that meant something, that mattered. And so I'm really glad that song came my way, because after that, we just kept making them. We just kept making songs, and it took something like that to get me back, and I'm so grateful for that song. So it's a lot of wisdom in it, and I'm really glad I did it.
Are we going to hear that song?
You won't hear that song tonight.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
But
I know, but
we can check out her YouTube, her Spotify.
Yeah, it's on all platforms, and it. I think the video, I'm just sitting on the couch singing this song, because I think we did it during COVID, and the actual video, and then it came out on MLK's birthday, which I thought was so appropriate. Yeah, that's the jump off song.
And country music, both in Southeast Asia and the United States, is both popular and very tied to politics. For example, during the Laotian Civil War, Morlam singers were recruited to perform essentially propaganda for both sides. And then in the US, country music has often been a flashpoint in culture wars. For example, the first question of the Republican presidential debates this year was about a country music song called Rich Men North of Richmond. You both know how powerful music can be, so how do you see yourselves fitting into those histories?
Well, I can't speak for other artists, but I can only speak for myself. The young people gave me confidence, and that after 20 years of my career, to finally sing about what I believe in. Before, it was too risky, if you know Thai politics. Today, I really can't believe how much I have helped change Thai Isan. My parents have LGBT flags at their church. People show pride flag and people sing my songs. I'm happy to spread love, and I hope Thailand pass marriage equality soon.
That's impact. How about you, Miko?
Well, for me, country music, my definition of country music has evolved and grown because I think the genre today is so, it's so small, you know, as far as like, there's no room. There's so much more gifted artists out there, like roots music, you know, Americana. That's more so like, I think where I fit after all these years of aging. I think I fit more into a genre that is all inclusive, that not, you can hear gospel in Americana, you can hear blues, you can hear country, you can hear roots music, you can hear all these things. And so I think, and I love country music, don't get me wrong, I love it. But I think the gift that I'm supposed to share has outgrown that. And so I just have evolved as an artist, as a woman, as a mother. I've evolved in this way that I can't really, country music does not define me. I define me. And I'm full of so many different things, you know. It's hard to just pinpoint everything into that one thing.
Totally. I mean, I interview a lot of artists and musicians as a arts and culture journalist, and that's something I often hear from, especially women of color artists, that they don't fit into a neat definition of one genre. And that's fine for them, but then in terms of marketing and getting your songs and your music out there, like a lot of people don't know what to do with that if you don't fit neatly into one box.
That's true, and I've experienced that, but I'm kind of going with the flow, actually. I'm going with wherever I'm being led, like I was led here to do this with Tuka. Mm-hmm. And I'm just riding the wave on us. I don't have an agenda. Like, I'm just trying to share the music, whoever it resonates with. I'm not thinking about marketing so much. I'm not thinking about these plans. I'm thinking, what is your legacy? What are you leaving here for the people to have when you're gone? Like, what are you leaving? What is your footprint? That's the most important thing in my career now, is what I'm leaving for the people to have. And what am I giving you? You know, how am I touching you? You know, marketing and business and making money, that's all good and fine. And I would like all those things, but it's not my motivator, you know. And it's so sad that you have to check these boxes to be a part of. But yeah. I'm just going to check whatever boxes I want to check and see what happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is a question for both of you again. Post hiatus, both of you have taken opportunities to be really upfront about the things you care about. You're both country music figures and more. You could say humanists. What was that leap intimidating, or what made you feel like now was the time?
If the young LGBT in Thailand will risk their life for me, why can't I do the same? If my wife fight for me, I should fight for her. We have no time to waste. I'm ready to do more. I want the world to be better, and I want our future to be better.
Yeah. I share Tutka's last comments about wanting the world to be better. And what better way for me to do that is to speak about it, sing about it, talk about it, be about it. And it took me a long time, like I said, to get to this point. I had to grow into this. And life experiences of me being out in the world as a Black woman, pursuing a musical career in country music, I learned a lot of things along the way. And some things that aren't right, I choose to use my voice as an instrument to speak to those things, because I do want a better world and a better place. And I can sing about love songs all day. I mean, he left me, he did me wrong. I could do that all day, but I think we have much better content to talk about and be about as far as the world is concerned. And I'm appreciative of being in the space to be able to do that now.
And Tukta, you mentioned this before, that you're seeing the impact in real time. People are singing your songs. There's pride flags now in your parents' church, for example. Yeah. I'm wondering if you can say more about the people, the hearts and minds that you've touched.
I'm proud to stand up for myself and my art. I hope other women and LGBT artists know they can fight for themselves. I am sharing Molam with the world today. You can enjoy Molam even though you don't speak or understand Thai. It is so beautiful. You can also speak up for equal rights. You can be yourself. Molam can be for everyone too. Thank you.
Nice.
Did I answer like I have a crown on my head? So sorry, sometimes I miss my answer. So please be kind to me. Yeah, I'm really thought just the first time when I launching music will be only some of my friends, like 10 of them were listening. I'm really touched by my support and success of my songs. I performed the song for first time in Bangkok for Bangkok Pride. Over 100,000 people were there, and it was so special to see young people singing along Molam with me. And my hometown mayor play my song before meeting. Wow. Every morning, my mom taping that and sending video every day. She's so proud. And Love is Love has been shared on TikTok over 300 million times, hashtag.
Wow.
About that, we share love and thank you to everyone. I have never feel so full in my life. Thank you.
How about you, Miko? How have you
I was
seen the
all into
impact?
that answer. I went on the ride with you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. You know, like, can you talk about the impact that you've had on your audience, or have they reached out to you and been like, you know, your songs really spoke to me in this way?
Yes. I can say that performing now, as opposed to when I first started, there's an exchange. Like, there's a healing that takes place between me and my audience, and there's this thing that happens, and it happens all the time. It's a oneness that happens. We all like connect in this way that really is spiritual, because I'm not just singing a song. It's like my therapy. It's my church. It's my root grounding of myself. And then I think that resonates a lot with people. And so the whole experience now has changed. Like, it's just different. It's way more intimate. It's way more like we become one. And so I don't think I could have done that years ago. It took growing and being able to open myself on this level, like 3D open. And then the audience feels that. And so that's what keeps me doing what I'm doing too. And not that everything else matters, but that exchange, you can't put a price on it. It's just too beautiful and too surreal to just, it's worth more than money. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. Another question for you, Miko. This summer, we saw news headlines about backlash and counter backlash across the country scene in the U.S. For example, megastar Luke Combs, he covered Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. He got a lot of criticism, but also a lot of love. Then you had superstar Jason Aldean, another country superstar, who was accused of endorsing racial violence in a song that subsequently rose to #1 on US Billboard charts. So knowing your own experiences and the communities you touch and speak to through your music, what's your sense of what country is and who is it for? Or what else can country be?
There we go. That's the question. What else can country be? Because it's bigger than what it stands for and who is it for right now. Those two scenarios, I try to look at the glass half full, even though I know it's not. But in my mind, I try to see the positive in everything. When really, right now, country music is at a crossroads. Like, it has some choices to make. It can stay with what you say, it can stay with party line, or it can learn to integrate and change and grow and move and level up. And I'm hoping for the latter. I really am. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep doing the music that I do, touching the people that I can touch. And, because music is powerful. I remember, I'm going to share this real quick story because it kind of goes along this line. I was doing a show in Maine. And I had never been to Maine. And Maine, it seemed like, don't go to Maine. So I was in Maine, and I was at this place that was beautiful. It was like a house, but it was like enchanted in this way. But anyway, the audience is in there, and everybody's enjoying the music. This one lady is over in the corner, and she's standing to the side, and her arms are folded. And she's just mean, grimacing the entire show. The entire show, I was like, so I'm getting racist vibes. I'm just like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. She doesn't like it. It's not a good thing. And she did that the entire show. And I just was like, channel your spirit and let that out. Like, cover her in that, like cover all that. And so at the end of the night, I saw this woman, and she came up to me and she said, I really enjoyed your show. And then But that's all she said, and she left. And the way she said it was like she didn't want to say it, but she had to.
Wow.
And so I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna stay the course, because if you look sideways, you can get distracted easily. So I think country music has a lot of work to do, but I'm not sticking around to see if they're gonna do it or not. Time is a waste and clock is a ticking on life, and I want to get it.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Tukta, for you, after receiving reaction to your new music, who do you think Malam is for, and where does the genre fit in a changing Thailand?
Yeah, Molam is for the world, I thought. It should not be just music in the West that is for everyone. I believe after tonight, there will be a new fan for Molam. People who believe being poor is not right. Equally is for everyone. Everyone should have love, and young generation will put a country they fit in. We should meet them maybe to not just agree all that all the time, but we can active together for our future. Thank you.
Thank you. That wraps it up for our question portion. But if you have burning questions, I'd invite you during the reception to approach the artists and ask them for yourself. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for hanging around. Number 3. Okay.
Check.
I love a dress with pockets.
From the Mississippi Delta on down to New Orleans, up that muddy water to Memphis, Tennessee, from the juke joints to the churches.
y'all so much. So the next song we're gonna do is called Ancestors. And whenever I do this song, I like to invite my mom and my dad into this space spiritually, because they've both gone on, and they would not want to miss a show. And so I invite you to invite your loved ones as well, those that you think about, that you think would enjoy this and will want to be here with us. Just conjure them up in your spirit. Invite them into this space with us so we can party together. I'm sure they'd enjoy it. I know my mom and dad are. They enjoy every show. So let's just think about our loved ones. And Ancestors is, it's on the album Feel Like Going Home. Our Country. Leave me alone. I put out so much music in the last couple years. 3 albums, so 3 projects. So, yeah, this one's on Our Country, and it's Ancestors. They're joining us right now. They're here. Come, come. As I walk this road, I'm weary, feel it in my soul. Let me go down to the water where I see what I hope to find. Strength of mothers and fathers watching over me all the time. And I'm calling on the ancestors now. Said I'm calling on the ancestors now. I've seen the promised land, yes. Over my head I hear voices shouting. I say, come and take me by the head. And I'm calling on the ancestors now. Said I'm calling on the ancestors now. Keep on stepping in. I'm gonna let it wash all over. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me calling? Calling on the ancestors now. Hear me calling. Oh, let 'em calling on the ancestors now. watching Tuka backstage, and I'm like, oh, she's getting laid out with money. I was like, I wish that happened for me. They. Y'all see this? I see it. I'm like, y'all see this? I have dollars on myself. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be talking about this for the rest of the year. I'm be like, you guys remember when we did that show and I got that money? Do y'all remember that show? No, thank you so much. It's an honor and I appreciate it very much. Oh, can I even go on? No, I'm kidding. So the next song we're going to do, I'm sorry. So I told you I put out like 3 projects in like lickety split, 2.5. Hey, baby.
He likes it.
He likes it. He likes us. So y'all just follow his lead and make all the noise. So I did a song called Hard Times, and what inspired me to do the song was I heard Mavis Staples do it. And so we decided to put it on the album Our Country, and it's also on Race Records, which we'll talk about later. But this is Hard Times.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all drink sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many a days you have lingered around my cabin door. Come again no more. While we seek joy and beauty to lift our cares away, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many a days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
so much. I'm glad we was at the end because I was on the verge of tears. But it's so nice to perform here, and I heard that Commonwealth hasn't done many musicals here, so you should have them do more, right? Musical concerts, I mean. What was I gonna say? And I rarely perform at home. I've been all on the East Coast, all everywhere but in the Bay, and so this feels really good to be home performing for you guys. I was like, I can just drive there, and then I can just go home and sleep in my own bed. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for this. Thank you. And I'm going to share money with my friend. She told me to. Effie Zilch, everybody, helping me on those backgrounds.
Love you, Miko.
You know. So the next song we're going to do, I just got a chance to do this song. I got to do this song at the Grand Ole Opry. I was just there 2 Fridays ago doing a performance, and this song, it don't mess around. It's talking about John Lewis and all the trouble he started in the civil rights movement and in politics. So to be able to go in the Grand Ole Opry and do this song, I was in that circle like, I loved it, and I hope that he loved it too, because I do think spirits know when they're called, and he's always called when we do this song, and it's called Trouble because he made a lot of good trouble. So I hope this song encouraged you to get out there and make some good trouble. I'm gonna try to do it too. So let's do a little trouble. On Feel Like Going Home.
Cool. Right? Oh, yeah, awesome.
Tired of all the talking when nothing seems to change. Every generation's gotta fight the same damn thing. Politicians come and politicians go. Yeah.
dancers. Yes. Okay, so for this next song, I want you all to close your eyes. Think of a midnight sky and it's moonlit, and you can see almost every star. And it's just, you're sitting by the water, you're by a swamp, and there's mist rising from the swamp. There's like a smoke, there's a fog rising from the water. And you're sitting there, and there's little fireflies buzzing around. And you're just thinking about your next step in life, the next step of life, and where you're going, who you're gonna be, what you're gonna do. Keep them closed. Take me, river, come and take me away. River, come take my body, take it before they lay me in the grave. River, come and rock me. Rock me gentle, rock me slow. River, rock me through the midnight, till the sunrise shines upon your shore. Take my body, take my soul. Come and rock me, never let me go. In my mind, river, come and cool me when my well runs dry. Oh, river, cool me in your water. Oh, that water will soothe me till I die. Oh, river, come and take me. Take my body, for they lay me in the grave. Take my body, take my soul. Come and rock me, never let me go. Oh, in my mind, there's one thing that I know. Oh, that river's gonna roll. Take my soul, come and rock me, never let me go. In my mind, I know that river's gonna Thank you so much. I want to take the time to thank the Commonwealth for having us, World Affairs, Tuka, my partner in crime on this event. Thank you so much. This has been absolutely amazing. And this is when I get sad because we only got one more song. This is what happens. I get sad and then, because this is a drug. You have no idea. Like, I'm getting like shot in the veins right now. I'm like, this is it. So I'm gonna leave you with the title track to my album and CD. It's called Feel Like Going Home. And remember we were talking about Goodnight America earlier? I know y'all mad at me. Justin, they mad about Goodnight America. They are mad that we're not doing, they're like sad that we're not doing Goodnight America. But this is Justin, who I told y'all I called. And he had the song and he had Red Tone Records and he gave me the song, which got me back to recording music. This is Justin. But they were like, are you doing that song tonight? And I was like, no. I was like, no.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, next time. You hear that, Commonwealth? Next time. So we're gonna leave you with Feel Like Going Home, and we'll be out there, and I wanna hear what y'all thought of the music, and I just wanna connect and be present with you, because I need it. So, this song is called Feel Like Going Home, but none of us feel like that. But we are gonna go with the song itself, but we all are really enjoying ourselves. I know I am. I could stay here all night. So, thank y'all so much.
Hear that whistle blowing just before the break of day. Don't know where I'm going, no. Seems I've been too long away. Will that train come take me? Take me where I wanna be. Where the sun hangs on the horizon and won't fade beyond the sea. Rest for the wanderer who never more shall roam. Lord, I feel like going home.
Feel like going home.
Oh yeah, I feel like going home.
Feel like going home.
It's been a long time waiting, and I got a long way to go. The light is surely faded, oh yeah, and I can barely see the road. Years that I have wasted, do they feel just like a dream? Good things I've tasted, oh yeah, they're never what they seem.
have some amazing musicians. I want to let you know who they are. I have Effie Zilch on guitar and vocals, and Effie Zilch has her own project. It's called Trinity Volume 2. I encourage you to look up Effie Zilch and go check it out. She just borrowing herself to me, but she's doing her own thing. Jansen over here on Rhodes. Jared Milos on bass. Yeah. Justin Phipps on guitar and vocals. Brian Brazil on drums. And I'm Miko Marks, and we really enjoyed y'all. Please stay a while. Thank y'all so much. We don't feel like this, but hey, time to feel like going out.
Feel like going home. Feel like
I'm on my way.
going home.
I'm on my way back home. Yeah.
Feel
Thank
like
y'all so much. Good night.
feel like going home.
Thank you.
Oh, Miko! Yeah! Yeah! All right, let's invite Tukta and the band back up. We're going to take a photo opportunity, but I want to thank each and every single person who joined us today and everybody who's going to watch this after the fact because it's been recorded. To the sponsors and the supporters, the World Affairs, the Commonwealth Club, the San Francisco Human Rights Commission, we have one message. Community starts with us. Tonight, we showed what love and friendship and music and arts and culture is all about, and it starts with us exchanging our true, authentic selves. So thank you so much for joining us. Say, country!